Hey everyone, welcome back for another episode. Better said, another mission. The Advanced, as I
We are
mentioned
not
last
sending you
time.
empty-handed. Prepare yourself before you leave.
Verde, which has a logbook, and it has an occult item.
A wealthy man is a free man.
Just in case I lose my... I'm sorry, I'll grab the machete in case I lose my axe, better said. This Rio Verde map is actually pretty simple for getting to the logbook. You're gonna just want to run uphill and up here on the left. Hit these two little ladders. Time difference on going around the hillside is not really that big, so honestly, you to do whatever. Sometimes a relic spawns there, or idle. Left here, this camp. Sometimes find supplies. There's going to be a firewood here. You'll have your book, another creature codex. You come out here, and there's a few ways you can go. You can take an immediate left there for a potential idol. The bridge is drawn up here, so you can either go around by dropping here, or you can go this way. If you decide to drop, you will have access to an underpass, which also presents another idle opportunity down there. Actually, this is where you can see the underpass right here. There's usually an idol down there. There's a cave here as well, which sometimes has an idol, has mushrooms, has a chest. And you can continue further down if you want to go further into the map, but if you're looking to have the cart follow along with you wherever you go, you can drop on the other end. I'm just going to throw myself down here because it's not much damage. You can take a left to make your way up to the other side of the bridge. There are two ladders. Here on the left, you can see that we're on the opposite side of the bridge. There's a little path that goes up there, which you can sometimes find an idol and a chest. You can even see the chest from here. So it's not a bad spot to check out if you're hunting for treasure and trying to get gear with your friends and all that. But like I said, you're getting the cart with me. I'm going to drop that. Pass it here on the left. Hit the branch so it breaks without making too much noise. Okay. Off to the sides here, there's sometimes idols that you can find. Hopefully that guy doesn't drop down. He does. There is a bird up ahead. That bird is a hit or miss. He might spawn, he might not. You do have to go that way to get... My axe is gone. Either way, you can continue straight down if the bird's not there. If he is, and you can shoot him, do that. You'll see the carving on your left. Continue on, and when you get down here, you're going to want to stick to the right. So keep the river on your right until you can see a little wooden board here. I guess wooden trees set down as a small bridge. This is where you're going to make your crossing. You're going to want to go up to get to the fort logbook, but we're going to go left first. And we're going to go under this huge fallen tree to get that cursed item. So we run right into the temple. Up there, there is a chest. I believe there may be a helmet inside of that cage. Come down this way. Head up to this altar. There's going to be a corpse here. Has the mask on it. The mask lets you blend in with the undead at the cost of health. Just pick this. And jump up here. Helmet, chest is there. You're going to want to be careful. You can't fall into the water, and if you do, you will die. isn't traversable. When you put the mask on, it turns you into a zombie to everyone else, including your teammates. The only downside is that you can see my health, it's draining. So you use it at your own peril. I think it may be good during the end when the chase begins, but otherwise I tend not to really rely on it. So as I said earlier, we're coming up here to get to the fort logbook. Towards the right side, there's a lot of like hills and ledges that you can explore for loot. But we're just going to follow kind of like this main ran through track. We get here, and you can continue going up, but you're going to stop. Towards the left, there's a little hut. That's when you know you're in the right direction. You're going to want to run towards the hut. On it, there's usually ammo, some humal hide, and flintlock. We're just going to cross this log here, and we're going to go left. This is mostly a straight shot. I'm going to go up here, and I'm just going to kind of keep the walls, the cliff, etc. to my right. It may look like it's the way to the fort, but it actually isn't. The fort is further up ahead. You're just going to kind of keep the impassable terrain to your right and follow all the way until you see the opening to the actual fort. And of course, the little white tent is where you're going to find the fort logbook. So a little path over there, which that path is the starting location for a new map. It doesn't actually have any sort of significance. We can open this up to make our trip back a little bit shorter. Ultimately, it doesn't really matter too much. If you're new, of course, you're going to want to go the opposite way, get to the cart, leave your book there, and then you're going to want to follow the salt trail back. But given the map is very, very large, there's a lot of ways that you can kind of run through it and still get to the same location. So we can actually run this way. There's also a path down over there, which is all just stuff to explore and collect. There's a bridge over there which you can get to through the fort logbook. And of course, this brings us back. You see the wagon up there. We're just going to stay on the trail and we're just going to run it straight back to the boat so we can take off with our items. As you guys saw, the bird isn't very fast. So even if you aggro it, if you don't have any weapons to take it down with, and if you're smarter than me and you don't want to throw away your axe, you can honestly just run away from it. And so long as you keep running, it won't ever actually catch up to you. It's very, very slow. Otherwise, all it really does is like fog up your view and make it hard to make out landmarks. So it's not that big of a deal, even if it does hover above. It just makes it hard to navigate. Continue on out. Got 4 hours left, so the force is restless. It doesn't matter. We're just going to run right to the boat. We're going to activate it. Get out of here. 150 out of 1470. This was an advanced one. There wasn't really much in terms of enemies, as you saw. I think it really has a lot to do with how noisy everyone is as a whole.
Are you ready
and how
to
often
return?
people find themselves isolated with their sanity dropping. The book is right there, so you can make your way back on foot and still collect it. You don't have to deposit it on the wagon itself.
This journal was written in the careful, studied hand of Inez.
Let's see if you fulfilled your end of the agreement.
Yes, treasure. The reason we are here.
What food did they bring?
Little more than mushrooms, it would seem.
What supplies did they bring?
Not much to look at.
What do you reckon these things are worth?
None whatsoever.
I see they found a logbook. Good. We're getting closer.
You didn't have to collect a single piece of treasure. We still get our base contract amount, so the 36 tokens, the 900 XP. We got a map location. We got the mask, and we got the creature index. Here you can see the mask is 60 to purchase. It is very pricey for what it does, so I never really bothered getting it outside of just collecting it for the sake of having it. If anything, Torch is like MVP of the shop items because it stops enemy respawning if you can hit the roots in time with a lit torch. But as always, guys, thank you for watching. If you'd like, leave a like, drop a comment, let me know your thoughts on the game. Hope you have a good one. See you on the next one.